Good morning. Hi there. You're here with Samantha Brown, and I'm doing a live stream from the 4 networking page this morning for 4N TV Live. Now, it's a new format for me. I've only done this once before, so I believe I have to share this into the Facebook community. I'm hoping that Graham Todd is going to be able to help me here. Yes, he is. Okay, hello, good morning. So Todd's going to help me by sharing this into the 4N community page, and then we will be ready to start 4N TV Live this morning, Saturday the 6th of January, so the first 4N TV of the year. So if you're watching me, say hello and pop in below that you're watching, and then we will get started. So I'll just give everyone 30 seconds to come in and say hi and introduce themselves, and then I will get on with the script, which I had planned on printing out, but anyone that knows me knows, of course, I haven't. Unfortunately, the lighting is shit today because although it is daylight, it's winter in the UK, and so there isn't any daylight, and I have tried putting on my big light above, but then it shines and I look like this angel with a light, which I'm going to try again. Actually, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Now, is that better? Yes, it is. I'm just going to have to deal with the fact that I've got this glow going on behind me. Okay, so we are here with 4N TV. This is just like a 4N meeting, except it's live on Facebook and, in theory, the world. So there are little differences. Obviously, there are no 10-minute one-to-ones, but you can have a chat afterwards. And you also don't get 40 seconds today, you get, it's embarrassing, isn't it? Some mascara, see, real life. So instead of getting 40 seconds, you get 40 words. So have you been preparing your 40 words? You guys know what you're doing. I'm sure you've been here before. If you haven't, you get to put in the comments below your 40 words. And obviously every single person who watches this video gets to read them. And what I'll do is if you put your 40 words in below, I'll read a few of them out as they come up and I catch them. So we are here, 4N TV. Hopefully this is now live in the 4N group. And if you're watching in the 4N group, let me know. Pop a little comment below, tell me you're watching in the 4N group so that I know that this has worked, because obviously we're not going live from my page, which is what I'm used to. I'm live from the 4N page. I'm an editor on the 4N page, the things that I could do right now while also talking to you. My brain can't multitask that well. So yes, if you have a 40 seconds or 40 words, put it in below, because if you don't write it below, I can't read it out. And obviously, while people might be reading, some of them might be listening to me. So Caroline, give me your 40 words. Todd, here we go. Yes, woohoo, our first one. Todd is absolutely the social media cowboy. We've got Kirk in the house. Obviously, he can't go around with his microphone today. As you can see, there are some 4N famous people watching this morning. We've got Martin, the warrior Warlow. He's here as well. I had the pleasure of meeting him up near Birmingham. Oh my God, our glorious leader, Brad Burton, is watching. Brad, give us your 40 words. What is it that you do? Tell us. And then I will crack on with my foresight, because obviously if I don't get the chance to do my foresight, then what's the point of doing this at all? So tell me you can hear me. Sometimes I have issues. I've got this really pretty, you can't see it, microphone, and sometimes I plug it in, and if I plug it in after I started the Facebook app, it doesn't work, and if I plug it in before, it does work. So there's one of my tips today. So Caroline's here. She is a letting agent, a fabulous letting agent. She also helps out at Leamington Spa Evening. Okay, so I've given you enough time to advertise yourselves. Now it's my time. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I tried this out at a 4N live group yesterday in Basingstoke. And so they've moved, and it was a new venue and a new team, kind of like a mixture up of the old team. Tabitha is first, Tabitha Gray. She's not watching, but I'll share this with her later. It was her first group leader, full leader, I can't speak at all, group leader role at Basingstoke. And anyway, so what I did is I did a more of an interactive session so that people could actually learn some stuff about what it is that I do that makes I guess, me so popular, what means that my videos get shared so much, which means that actually more people see what I do. And that's the kind of key thing here. So social media is obviously a great way of wasting time, and it's interesting, and it can make you depressed, and it can make you really happy as well. So you could get people that are horrible to you. Some people in the 4N group can be mean to me. And you know what? That's okay, because I say things that I know some people aren't going to like. And then you get people that send you messages completely unasked for. Then people send you messages and they say how wonderful you are and like how much you've helped them. And I know loads of you get that as well, because you're all in here helping out each other on a daily basis. And those, I think, are the real testament of how much of an impact you're having in life, is how many unsolicited messages you get back saying how much you've helped somebody. So those are the things that I find absolutely amazing about social media. But obviously there's some negatives too. And yesterday I asked people to write down, so I gave them a whole minute to write down things that they think social media is useful for in business, and things that, if they couldn't think of any great things, then some bad stuff too. And we actually only had one bad thing, and we talked about it in the group, and I'm going to talk about it with you guys as well, because the key thing with social media, if you're using it for business, is obviously, and you're all going to love this, is to make more money. And I am obviously very, very pro money. Those are the things that I talk about that cause massive controversy in the 4N group, is talking about money and why everybody wants more money. I don't care how much you pretend you don't, you do. Because if you had all the money in the world, you could donate all the money in the world and you could make a difference to people's lives. And I am very blessed in that a good friend of mine had a baby at 28 weeks into the pregnancy, and she couldn't, she wasn't in a position to be able to get some medical equipment to help her out. And because of the passive income streams that I've made and the things that I've done, I was able to help her. And that's all down to money. She couldn't afford it and I could, so I helped her. And that's a wonderful thing. So all the people that think that money doesn't matter, yes, it does. If you had loads of money, you honestly, you would be able to do some great things. So social media is about money, because it's about customers, because it's about connecting with people that you want to sell to, people that you've already sold to, and maybe the people that you're never going to sell to, but you might be able to help them out, or at least point them away from you. Because you know what? Who wants to have customers who don't like you? Who wants to have difficult customers? I definitely don't. I mean, hands up if you've had a difficult customer and you thought, oh God, if only I could just get rid of them. And then you kind of think, oh, but they pay me money. If you've had that, if you had a customer that you hate, let me know below. Give me a thumbs up. Give me an angry face. That's me angry facing. Let me know that you have had some difficult customers, and actually if you'd like to get rid of them, because what social media can do is help you attract people who love you, who are all about the kind of the hearts. Give me some hearts if you have some love. So social media can help you attract the people that like the stuff that you do, and then you can kind of get rid of the people that don't like you. Really funny story for me. I'm part of a mentor group for a guy in the UK, and there are only 60 people in this group, so 60 people have paid to be mentees of this guy. Every now and again I see 3 comments on a post, and then I click to read the comments, and I can only see 2 of them. Which means there's somebody in that group, and this is hard to believe, there's somebody in that group who's blocked me. So they're clearly a person that I have somehow, in some shape or form, offended from the words that I've said, or maybe just how I look, or whatever it is. I've brought out something in them that they do not like. And it's interesting because actually I thought, well, that's really surprising that there are 2 people that have paid someone to mentor them. So obviously they both believe in that person and feel that there's some kind of affinity with that person, and yet one of them hates the other person enough to block them. And I find that really interesting, actually, about psychology. Sometimes it's actually the people that are most like you that you don't like, that you maybe they talk about things and it brings out in you the things that actually you think are shit about yourself. I'm not sure if there are rules on swearing on a 4N TV live, but tough luck. If that's what's going to stop you in life, you're not going to go very far. So Caroline's said she's got lots of lovely clients who don't use social. I think you'd be surprised. So I did a presentation to 26 older people within my local community, so they are leaders within the community, and I actually thought that pretty much none of them would have anything on social media or Facebook or anything. So I asked them, hands up if you're on Facebook. Every single person, bar one person in that room, put their hand up. Did you know that 1.7 billion people log into Facebook every single day? 1.7 billion people. There are only 7 billion people in the world. If we discount all the babies that can't use social media, although I'm sure pretty much once you get to 18 months old, that's it, you can use an iPad. So if you discount all the people that are younger than that, that means that pretty much most of your client base are going to be using Facebook. And if they don't use Facebook, they're going to be on Twitter, or they're going to be on LinkedIn. They might be on Instagram. If they're 18 and younger, they'll probably be on Snapchat. They're not going to be on Facebook. So although I think it's a kind of a preconception that, that people think that their clients aren't on social media, but they're just not active on social media. And by you doing the one secret that I'm going to give you, you can take advantage of the fact that those people are on social media. So I've rambled on for long enough about obviously the background to all this stuff. So I want to give you the secret to social media. However, first of all, I have to find myself. You see, I'm being very clever today. I've got my iPad. This is one of my mentors, Grant Cardone, who I pay to mentor me. And I've also got my laptop. However, having all these things around me isn't helping, because right now I'm trying to find this feed, and because it's not on my page, I'm really struggling to find it. So what I'm going to try and do is share this. But if you could help me out, I'd really, really appreciate it. If you could click on the share button, and so more people can see this, because I think this is a really interesting point. And if you disagree with me, please comment below. I'm a big girl. I can definitely take it. When it comes to people saying things that might disagree with what I say. So if you think that social media is a total, really like a waste of time, and you couldn't use it solely, and I mean this, solely for all of your advertising, please comment below and tell me why. So awesome. Thank you very much, Todd. So Todd has told me that he has pinned me to the community, which is amazing. So if you think that you still need to be paying for other advertising, and I'm really sorry to everybody who maybe has a newspaper or has a local magazine or does radio advertising or whatever else, whatever else it is, I don't think you're needed. I'm really sorry. You're a benefit, like you're an additional thing, but you absolutely could reach everybody you wanted to through social media. Talk about the stuff that you do, give away a load of value, we'll get onto that in a minute, but you can get them to meet you because you're watching their stuff, you're reading their posts, like you because they're going to continue to keep reading your stuff and watching your videos, and if they don't like you, they're going to fuck off. And then they're going to know you because obviously you're sharing your life. Here I am in my house, sharing bits of me earlier. Go back if you've missed it. I wiped away some mascara so you understand that I wear mascara, I'm a girl, and I'm a real person. So we've got meet, like, know, and then they're going to start to trust you because you're going to give away all of your information for free, and then people will think, oh my God, if she gives this away, or if he gives this away for free, think how amazing their paid for stuff must be. So you can go through the whole cycle of how to win clients, how to sell through social media without paying, because as much as people whinge about the reach of their page on Facebook, it's still free. You don't have to pay to reach everybody in the world. You don't have to spend any money. You can spend some time, and of course time is money, but you just have to spend a bit of time. And everything that you're doing, and this is the real key secret, if you do everything on video, I don't do that much written stuff, I don't really do that many images either. If you do everything on video, you can use all of that stuff again everywhere else. So, for example, and this is one thing that I've started to do, so I give away a lot of content on my videos, like literally everything, like anything you wanted to know about anything that I do, I give away on my videos. So my most watched video is an interview with a property investor, and it got like 15,000 views. And then like I did it again, and it got the same kind of views. And the reason that I actually managed to get that gig is because of my first one of these. So if you think this is a waste of time, I promise you it's not. This got me the attention of a massive property investor who then asked me if I would interview him. So thank you very much. Well, some of you may know who that is. So honestly, speaking and video is just a form of speaking, but you're in control of where you're doing it, when you're doing it, who's seeing it, everything. And the reach is so much bigger than just the people that are in the room. If you're speaking in a room, it's just the people in the room. I live streamed a foresight that I did in Bournemouth, and I'm really sorry because someone did ask me not to tell you how many people were in the room, but it's live. There were 6 people in the room, and I got there and I'd driven an hour there, took an hour to get home, and I was like, 6 people? Honestly? My time is worth more than that. I can reach more people than that. I live streamed it. By the end of my talk, 600 people had viewed it. They might not have viewed all of it. They might have just viewed a little bit of it. My average view is about a minute, which actually apparently in the world of the big wide web is huge because most people do get bored and kind of piss off and go and do other things, or they're doing something else and they get distracted. So by the time I'd finished the talk, 600 people had watched what I did, and there were only 6 people in the room. Yeah, I know, Kirk, 6 people. Yeah, come down to Bournemouth. Bournemouth need you. That's not one of my groups, by the way. So you can use your videos as assets. So Kirk's made a really great point. You can put it on YouTube. You can put it everywhere. You can put it on LinkedIn. So yesterday I was listening to a podcast by, I'm getting really uncomfortable sat on the floor. I was listening to a podcast by a guy called Neil Patel, who ranks number 1 and number 2 on Google for online marketing, which anyone who's ever tried to rank for anything on Google knows that that's absolutely phenomenal, because online marketing is probably the hardest keyword you could rank for. He's got 1 and 2. Anyway, so I listen to his podcast. That's what I do. I don't really listen to that much music. I listen to informational stuff, podcasts, audiobooks, self-development, that kind of stuff, you know. Woohoo! Anyway, that's the kind of person I am, sorry. So I was listening to Neil Patel's podcast, and he said that he's got 30 times as many followers on Facebook as he does on LinkedIn. But he'll take his Facebook videos and he'll put them on LinkedIn and he'll get the same reach. So you can absolutely use the videos that you're doing and put them in different places. Videos are connecting to, they're more interesting. If you're watching a video, then people are interacting with you and then you can reply back to them. So Kirk is saying some interesting things right now and I'm replying back to him. Now I understand that most people are voyeurs in life and you like to watch and you don't like to give. You're just consumers of information. So lots of people won't comment on your videos and they won't put up videos. But if you do, you can reach so many more people and you can make such amazing connections with people that you'd never be able to do just by going to, even, and I'm sorry about this, even just 4N meetings. You can't reach that many people. But if you do a video and you put it out there to the world, then you're reaching the world. It's amazing. Honestly, I'm just astounded more people don't do it. And I get it's scary. And I've been talking to somebody about this because there's a guy that I know who has created a few multi-million-pound businesses, and then things have gone wrong in his life and they've all disappeared, and he's starting again, and he knows that now he needs to be doing video. Now he said he can do training videos, and he's great when you've got a camera there and you're talking to somebody else and you're talking about training stuff and it's all polished and professional. But he really struggles with doing a Facebook Live. So I went up to London to have a chat with him and to see if there's a way that I can coach him how to stand here and have a conversation with your phone, which is what I'm doing right now. And I know I'm a bit strange. Most people can't do this. You can't just talk to your phone like you're talking to another person. So I'm working at how I can train people to do it. And I'm speaking to this one particular guy who I really want to help because he's had a really shit time. And if I could help him again, I know he's going to be fucking massive, and his ability to create processes is unbelievable, so I want some help with that as well. So it's not all just about him, it's a bit about me too. But anyway, so if you can do video, and I've kind of lost my train of thought, and this happens to me all the time, and that's, I guess, kind of the beauty of Facebook Live and Facebook videos and social media videos, is that when you lose your train of thought and you go off over here and you start talking about something else and then you can't remember where you were talking about before, if anyone can help me, please do. People realise that actually you're a normal person too. And I was trying to get this point across to some people who are older people that definitely don't do Facebook Live, and they're all probably over 60, I think. And I was trying to say to them, why they need to be doing video in a particular thing that's happening for them very soon. So they've got 4 months to prepare. That's, the kind of people they are. They're older. They definitely prepare. They're not like me and going there at 8:30 going, fuck, where is my tripod? But here it is anyway. So I've been talking to these guys about how Facebook media, social media, Facebook, video and everything else can help them. And the reason is, and the whole tangent thing, people realise that you're a normal person and that you don't have to be perfect and you don't have to read from a script to be like, oh, look, here are all my notes. This is what I'm reading. And I've seen people do this on 4N actual foresights as well. They read from a script. Now, I get it's hard. I get for most people there's this thing that speaking in public is like a fate worse than death. You're going to have to get over it. Facebook reckon by 2020, 90% of everything on Facebook is going to be video. So if you're not doing video, then no one's going to know you. Now, the amazing bonus of right now is because not that many people are doing video. You might go, oh my God, everyone's doing videos and they're really boring and someone walking along telling you about their day. Yeah, that can be pretty boring. Maybe make it interesting. If you're going to do one, talk about something you're passionate about. I got someone in the local business network, obviously we're in 4N right now, local business network said, oh my God, you move around too much, you are just gesticulating, you're pointing. The point I'm pointing is about 6 minutes in. He'd watched 6 minutes of my video going, oh my God, I just hate, I hate watching you. But you're watching 6 minutes of it. Like, even if someone hates you, they're still going to watch your stuff. And you know what? You might be able to convince them otherwise that you are actually amazing and interesting. So video is like literally the easiest way to get to everybody in the world. And the reason I started doing video is I invest in property, and I started giving away tips of how you can invest in property, or how you could, so my most watched one is how you can offer low on a property and still get it. And the reason that people love video is that it's interactive, but if you give away all of your information for free, and if you're giving away information that you're passionate about, that passion is going to come through. So it just makes everything more engaging and more real versus just reading some boring text and going blah, blah, blah. No one cares about that. So I think video is where you should all be at. I've used video. From a property perspective, I can use video and I can reach more investors. So I can talk about the deals that I'm doing and then say that I'm looking for funding into those deals. So the people that have the money realise that you're a normal person and that you're trustworthy. They see the actual deal that you've got, and then they're going to connect with you. People that have properties that they can't sell see the videos that I do and then approach me because they know that I might be able to put them in touch with somebody who might be able to buy it. I might be able to buy it and, do something with it, whatever it is. So video for property is amazing, but it's not just property. For everything is amazing. I've just noticed that John, the wonderful fire safety guy, has just joined us. Now, I have had the pleasure of meeting him. I've been up to Birmingham, met him, and he came down to my group in Portsmouth. Now, if you don't know, I am an area leader of 4N. I look after Portsmouth. I'm just checking the time. I'm not being rude. I have an eye on watch. And anyway, so John definitely could do video things because he could talk about fire safety and he could walk through buildings talking about and showing off. And yes, John absolutely does rock. Well done, Kirk. John could walk through buildings and talk through fire safety and actually like the things that you should be watching for. And he would have massively educational videos, but he could be putting these in places like local community pages and things so that people who actually genuinely care about others might approach the people who have to pay for these things and say, look, this is the guy you need to speak to because he definitely knows what he's talking about and he's giving away all this information for free. He's helping us. Why don't we go to him? So everybody could be doing video. It does not matter if you've got something interesting you think or not to talk about. I know accountants think they're really boring, and sometimes they can be because they don't have inflection in their voice and they wear suits and are very boring. But even talking about accounting, I've got a guy coming to my property networking meeting, which is the 23rd of January. If anyone's in Southampton, come along. There's a guy coming to my property networking meeting who is an accountant, and the topic of his talk is how to beat HMRC. Now that can be interesting because who likes HMRC? Nobody. Everybody hates them. So he's talking about something that he absolutely should be doing videos on, and he doesn't really do videos, or if he does, he's not sharing them enough because I haven't seen them. So I'm going to be interviewing him on just before my meeting so that he can be getting his message out to more people. So It's not just about talking to people who are in the room. If you're doing video, you can be reaching thousands of people. If you're watching right now, please comment below or give me a thumbs up or something, or a love, if you have ever done a video on Facebook. Anyone. I don't believe that nobody's ever done a video. Okay, so maybe my comments are probably delayed. I was watching a live stream. Ah, there we go. Yoo! Okay, so some people do video. Right, these are the few. These are the 1%. These people here, they're the 1% here. You're watching the 1%. Look at the faces. These are the people to keep an eye on because they're going to be ahead of everybody else. If you aren't doing video, I promise you, you're going to get left behind. But if you aren't doing video, you're not reaching all the people that you could be. There are thousands, millions, billions, 1.7 billion people on Facebook logging in every single day. They want to watch something. You know, sometimes just reading stuff is boring. So do a video, just talk about you, talk about something you're passionate about, something you know about. I am very blessed that I do not have to prepare. I have never prepared a speech in my life. I can just spew information out. It's amazing. But I know not everyone's like that. But you can still talk about the stuff that you know about, the stuff that you're passionate about. You could do interviews. So this is a really easy way to do videos. Interview someone. Just ask them nice questions. You know, ask them a question. Let them answer. If there's something to draw out of it, draw that out. If there are questions from an audience, then ask those questions too, because then your audience are engaging as well and they feel like they're a part of it. But interviews is the easiest way that you could do a video. But anyway, so it's 9 o'clock. I've just realised the time. I have a thing for you guys. I've actually put together a checklist of the kind of top tips of video. So one of my top tips is always smile. Facebook algorithm loves smiley, happy human faces. We like positive people. So smiling is the biggest tip I can give you of any kind of video at all. But there are tons and tons of other ones as well. So if you want that, please comment below and ask for my checklist and I will send it to you. It's completely free, of course, and it's just a really just a short, quick, if you want to do video on Facebook, this is how you can do it. This is how you can maximize your reach. The things I'm going to be doing right now is, obviously this is in the 4N group. I've also shared it on my personal page, which is why people that I know that aren't in the 4N group are now watching. There are other groups I'm going to share it in. I'm going to put this on my personal branded page, loads and loads of other things. So there are top tips in this checklist of the stuff that you can do. So comment below, I will send it to you. Thank you so much for watching. I need to very quickly just say who is up next week, because as a group leader, I've been crap at this as well, of following the script. Anyway, so we're back next week, same time, 8:30, in the 4N group, and I'm not sure who the next person is, but they're going to be amazing. They're going to be really amazing. Here we go. Woohoo! Thank you, Todd. So Jonathan Ashcroft will be sharing tips to initiate change in your life. So if you want to watch, be here at 8:30 next week. It's been a pleasure talking to you all and ranting and raving like a lunatic, because that's sometimes what I do. If you hate me, please don't comment. Please just block me. Be gone from my life. If you love me, give me some love hearts. Put them across the page. I prefer those to the angry faces. So give me some love hearts. Tell me you love me. I love you guys. You're amazing. And if I can help you in any way, just ask me some questions below about stuff. You know what? Here's a question for you. What is the number one biggest thing, the biggest reason you're not doing video? Answer me that below in the comments and I will answer your questions. I'm not videoing and running today. I'm around for the day. So tell me what's holding you back. And the thing that I really want to do, I'm going to create this course of how to help people do video, because I know it's hard for most people and I really want to help everyone do video, because we are the 1% in the fact that we're using social media anyway. I want us to become the 1% of the 1% and use video and get amazing results and all be fucking wealthy, and then be able to do what I can do, which is help your friends out when they're in a fucking really difficult time and they've had something really drastic happen, and you can give back to the world, and I think that would just be amazing. So anyway, let me help you. Comment below if you want my checklist and what your one biggest problem is with doing video, and I will help you, and you have been amazing. Thank you so much. Bye!